Well, you can see by the color of our outfits, it is the opening day of the rifles. So, it's me and Gray. We're gonna got some bait out from last weekend on where some cows are. He can shoot cows on his general. There's 7 trucks at the gate we parked at. One guy camping. But that's unfortunately general season anymore. So we got a little later start. Kind of letting these guys get way out ahead of us. Hoping they just walk by a bunch of stuff or push things back towards us. So strategies for success. Utilize the pressure. Mid-morning update. 9 o'clock. 2.5 miles in. Nice buck scrape there. Grayson saw a decent pour point. Down low, but no shot opportunity. We're going up and doing this big loop up above where Jared's been seeing these elk. But just meandering, got some gorgeous country that came in here and logged so we can see, which double-edged sword activity. Plus, but now we can see. But kind of counts to be a really nice morning. So far, we've only heard one shot, and that shot came from, pretty certain it came from the road. Somebody's shooting a deer, so, but, stay tuned. We got up on the ridge that we kind of wanted to get to. More or less, we hunted this backwards from the way I wanted to, because there's a bunch of people, but we're up on this knob, and there it is. We're in about day-old elk poop. So we're up in this really nice, actually, hey, Gray. Straight out in front of me. I don't know, look. Straight across from us. Yeah, false alarm. Smells like elk. We're into some elk. Oh. Almost back to the truck. It's 5 deer total. A couple hunters up on that ridge. So it's about noon. Go do some driving. Cover some miles that aren't on our feet, because we're currently at 7.6. Been walking for 4.5 hours. So, yeah, we're gonna, a well-deserved break, I believe is what we call that. But we'll see what we can find. Gray, words of wisdom.
Eat, sleep, drink elk. That's how you find them.
He wants to drink elk tea.
She's down. God, she's heavy.
Well, what do you think, Gray?
She's big.
Nice big cow. Luckily, she's only about 100 yards off the road, so we're gonna try to get this one out whole. So we're finally done cutting up Gray's cow. 197 pounds total wrap. And now we are heading on the road to go meet those guys. So we'll keep you posted. All right, Chase.
What's going on? Just loading up, man. Getting the Cadillac ready. We're gonna go do some tournament sprints down the road and go cap a couple whitetail does.
We aren't shooting whitetail does yet.
Shooting some big ass bucks.
Hopefully. Well, this is where we spent the night. This will set up. Nathan and I snuggled. Chase and Cody snuggled.
It's pretty nice though.
Nice flat. Sun's just starting to come up. We gotta go get signed in, get permission for the trunk we got, and then, yeah.
Clean some bucks today.
Someone else has to get the gate.
We're special. We get special permission. Basically private land hunters.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Wholesome Assholes. By Red Patch Outdoors. Cody, Chase, Nathan. We got a piece down here in southwest Montana, BMA Type 2. So we're the only ones in it for the next 3 days. Also got a bunch of other ground we might check out, as you can see behind us. Deer, elk, whatever. See what we got. All right, Cody. Predictions.
Predictions. We need to get up here. Spot some buck. Chase is gonna shoot it. How's that?
Well, we got up here. Gorgeous view. But we've kind of come to the conclusion everything's over there. We've seen probably 30 deer over on that side. So we're gonna meander down this ridge a little bit, see if we can't get some different angles, see if we can't find something worth chasing. We got one group that's down in the draw that is up on public. There's one deer in there that's a big body. Pinned them. I don't think they're going really anywhere. Yeah, that's what we got.
I don't think I've ever seen a badger in the wild like that.
There you go. Oh, there it is. That's his hole. Okay, all right, buddy. He doesn't come fucking.
Pop, jump into the undercarriage.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Oh, come on. Fine. Cattle.
Going down to the old homestead.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the big boy? There's a moose on top of this mountain. We're at 8,000 feet in elevation. There's a moose. Well, morning of day 2. Change spots. Woke up to about, Chuck says it's 18 right now and the sun's come up for a second. So, yeah, it was chilly last night. Cody and Chase just took off the other way. We're going to kind of divide and conquer this new area. A lot of people here, but it's cold. Oh, there's a really nice, decent 5 just walked out. straight turns. He's got ivory tips. Quit kissing on that calf, Herbert. Step back into the sun.
Oh yeah.
He's a decent bull.
Where do we find the ones we can shoot?
That bull's not bad either. Calf up there still trying to nurse. Yeah, that's a shooter bull any day of the week. Well, maybe we do. So that, I mean, that tells me the bull, the sign that we found over there. Yeah, he's
Going this way.
getting into the center of that private. They're not idiots. How do we border that? They really don't like something over there to the right.
So, saw that group of elk over there on private. We're now walking. There's a little sniper's nest built into the end of these rocks. We're gonna hang out for an hour or so, see if something doesn't step out. It looks really good. We'd seen some elk run across those ridges earlier, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Well, we're walking this ridge. We really wanted to take a peek at, mostly to try to glass up into that burn. See if we can't find see if we can spot a deer or something. But coming up this ridge, we just found a pile of elk crap from this morning, so just kind of slow rolling up and around these features. I think we're in a good spot, so hopefully we get one scene where we can shoot 'em.
Came out
It's like a true professional. I'm not helping, I'm filming.
Well, another update, as you can see, quite different terrain right now. Trying to fill some doe tags. We gave up on the elk hunting. Cody shot his, got a nice buck. So just trying to fill some doe tags before we head home. Just not enough snow where we were at. We found that one bull track and some fresh-ish poop and that one mule deer buck, but he was in a spot I didn't want to pack around. He wasn't big enough. So, yeah, just trying to fill tags. was supposed to snow last night. It didn't, but had to get back out here. Going into a spot we were in during archery season that looked like a really good late season spot. I was hoping to have some more snow for this, but we're gonna go slow on our way through that flat up there, see if we can't find him a bull. Shot a nice whitetail buck last week, so see what we can do. Well, we're up into the flat. Told myself I wasn't gonna bring a video camera because the weather didn't look great, but knock on wood, it's holding out on us. We're just still hunting our way up through these big timbered lodge poles. We can see a creek draw. This other side, just slow hunting our way through. Not a ton of sign, but this time of year it's gonna be nothing. All of a sudden, there they are. Just finally walk into where they're holding up, so that's what we're doing. Well, we just found a really fresh pile of shit. Looks like it's a bull. So we're just gonna keep on this trail and slow work our way up into this creek head. Wind is good right now, so stay tuned. Greedy, we're gonna get greedy. We were back in the truck. We found really fresh sign. Like some of it, if it was any warmer, we probably would have watched it fall. But it was about 200 yards off of private, and lo and behold, the elk walked onto private. So I think the wind kind of screwed us down on that flat. It was pretty swirly, so we're gonna go do some driving, see if we can't find some new country, maybe find a whitetail for me, or still on the hunt for an elk for Elliot. So we shall see. So we finally got some snow. We're slipping through. We are on fresh elk tracks. Nice brisk morning, so fingers crossed.
Alright everyone, well, it is the last day of general season here in Montana. I know the series has been kind of choppy, so we apologize for that. We're hunters, we're not YouTubers. But appreciate you all following around. Today is, we got a deer tag left we're trying to fill for Grayson. Even though he got 200 pounds of meat off his cow, he's gonna give that meat to my mom if we get one down today. So, yeah, seeing if we can help a family member out, fill some more freezers. Elliot and I yesterday, there was one video from that and a picture of some ice beards. We were close. The bulls ended up crossing our trail, and then they split up from a group of 2 and 1, and their strides lengthened out, and we just never caught back up to them. We were, they literally crossed over our boot track, so that's why it's called hunting, not killing. But we got real close. We did our damnedest. We tried. Saw a couple mule deer. One decent, probably 140-inch buck, but neither of us have deer tags and can't hunt in that district anyways. But yeah, so here we go. Last day of the season. So far, total counts. I've shot antelope, 2 does, and a buck. Elliot's got a buck. Jed just got his bull this year. Grayson has his cow. Jared shot a cow and a buck. So everyone's filled at least a tag, and we've got 3 elk on the ground in the group. So we count that as a pretty dang good season. So appreciate y'all, and hopefully there's some more video. Well, 9:34. Saw deer, meat hunting, deer shot, deer in truck, heading home. So that is the conclusion of the 2025 season. Grayson, you have anything to say to the people?
I have possibly the world record smallest buck.
It is going to be close to see if it has 4-inch antlers, but he's a youth, so he can shoot either or, so it really doesn't matter. It's more for bragging rights at this point, huh?
Yes. I love bragging about my smallest deer ever.
New annual competition, who can shoot the smallest deer. That would be a lot harder, actually, if we did that with adults. Well, next year. But you're 14? No, you got one more year of use.
Yep.
So, yeah, that would actually be a lot harder to have to field judge 4 inches. If he was legal or not. So. All right, everyone. Well, that's our season. Appreciate you.